position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premise. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
53, Mike.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Mahomes being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right here.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers. The lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Forbath is send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. This is Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll run it with Williams, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 39, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. From the 22, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 20th carry here for Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 on the counter. Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.